Government shutdown continues, and this is while Congress gets paid and many federal employees are suffering, waiting for back pay. We're in a crazy time. SNAP is still on the line. That's 42 million, 12% of the US population on the line for not getting needed food assistance. Those are our neighbors. That's how many parents put dinner on the table, how seniors stretch fixed incomes, how working families and veterans survive rising food prices. And even then, the average benefit is just about $6 a day. That's $188 per person per month, or $356 per household per month. And this is on the line. Such a small line item in our budget that has such huge impact, such benefit to people that are trying to get by. But this is where we are. And as we know, Congress passed the deepest cut to SNAP ever, nearly 300 billion slashed over the next decade. That's roughly 20% reduction in benefits nationwide. And it's not a trim, it's a dismantling. In my home state, North Carolina, 1 in 8 people rely on SNAP benefits, including 1 in 6 children. 66% of participating families have children. 34% of participating families have seniors or adults with disabilities. 46,000 North Carolina veterans get SNAP benefits. And while this government shutdown goes on and SNAP funding is not there, under the Food and Nutrition Act, there's a permanent appropriation that can be used to fund SNAP while the government lapses. There's a multi-year contingency fund around $3 billion a year that is available to fund SNAP. And thankfully, on Friday, a Rhode Island federal judge and a Boston federal judge ruled that the plan to pause food assistance was illegal. So, in news today, still up in the air as the current administration says that they'll only cover half of the eligible households. So, tens of millions of Americans will get only partial payments from SNAP program for this month. And who is to say what's to come next month? The Trump administration told a federal judge on Monday, and it was not clear when these reduced benefits would even be distributed. So if you're struggling right now, what are you going to do? I'm going to share some resources at the end. And this is very devastating and continues to be an evolving story, and really shows kind of where we are once again as a country and what we believe in and what we want to support. And even as these conversations around SNAP cuts are happening, we have to talk about SNAP error rates, because this is what ensure that states only get full federal funding if SNAP error rates are below 6%. And last year, almost all states had error rates above that. Only 7 states were able to get that 6% and thus get full federal funding. And this just really shows that there's going to be a lot of out of pocket costs for states to want to provide food assistance programs. And then it begs the question once again, is this a priority for your state? And is it something that your state is going to invest in if the federal government is not investing in it, which is ridiculous, because food for the most vulnerable and working families should be something that our government pays for. But I digress. The Congressional Budget Office predicts some states will simply reduce benefits, others will tighten eligibility, and the hardest may cut people off from SNAP entirely. So think about that in the near future. What does SNAP look like? What does food assistance look like? And when SNAP shrinks, families skip meals, children go hungry. And it sucks because local economies suffer too. Every $1 on SNAP in North Carolina generated $1.50 to $1.80 into grocery stores, farms, and rural communities. So you might be thinking to yourself, what can I do? We know that SNAP works. We know that these cuts are going to hurt. So what you can do is share this story, share more around SNAP so people know what's at stake. Support your local food justice organizations and food banks. Volunteer your time if you're able. Engage in online conversations, talk to your friends about food justice, create or reshare community resource lists, support mutual aid campaigns in your backyard, contact your local elected official and tell them how the SNAP cuts will affect your community, your neighbors. We need to call our lawmakers, demand protection for SNAP and nutrition security for all. And if you need help, I want to share four resources with you. First being feedingamerica.org, which operates a network of more than 200 food banks, and the website offers a tool to find local resources using your zip code. There's also 211.org, a free number that connects callers to a vast database of local health and human services resources, including food pantries, meal programs, and other essential support. Is available 24/7 in multiple languages. Foodfinder.us offers an interactive map to locate food pantries and assistance programs in your community. And the National Hunger Hotline, which is operated by the Hunger Free America. Call 1-866-3-HUNGRY. Or text the keyword like food or meals to 914-342-7744. Let's keep supporting our children and our families that need help. Let's all do our part. Thank you all for tuning in today. I just want to say to continue to take care of yourself. It's so important that we continue to do things that are able to give us energy, life, and whether that's a small thing like taking a walk, or a big thing, a bigger thing like making a phone call, or a bigger thing like going to some sort of retreats where you learn tools and techniques. Take care of yourself, take care of your friends, take care of your neighbors in this crazy time as well. Definitely join our free community, link below. As well as, I'm also very excited to share with you What the Hell in Public Health, a 3-part virtual convening series and national survey to listen deeply, validate experiences, and reimagine where we go next. The first session is going to be around naming the chaos that we're in right now. Really want to surface what feels most unsettled and what still gives us hope. The session will be November 17th at 7:30 p.m. Check the link below and register. Look to seeing you there, and take care of yourselves, everyone. Peace.